Fresnel equation in electromagnetic wave. Fresnel equation. Here we discuss the Fresnel equation for the case when electric field perpendicular to the plane of the incidence. Now see the diagram, that is, here we consider two isotropic dielectric medium. This medium is say number 1 and this medium say number 2. The mediums are characterized by magnetic permeability say mu1 and electrical permittivity say epsilon 1. That is, these are characterized by medium 1 and medium 2 are characterized by magnetic permeability by mu2 and electrical permittivity by epsilon 2. Now the x-axis is the interface of these two medium, and this is the along the z direction, and we take y direction, that is at this perpendicular at the x-axis and z meeting point, this point. Now an electromagnetic wave vector k1 incidence along this direction at this point, making angle theta I with this normal and partly reflected and partly transmitted, and this is reflected wave along this direction and whose propagation vector is say k1 dash, and refracted wave whose propagation vector is the k2. Now each wave has field vector, that is E1 and B1 for incident wave, and the vector B1 or H1 is along this direction, and E1 is the perpendicular to the plane of incidence. As the medium is the isotropic, that is also E1 dash and B1 dash and B2 and A2 are also the perpendicular, and also E1 dash is perpendicular to the plane of incidence, and B1 dash is directed along this, which is also the perpendicular to the direction of wave propagation, and field vector E2 is also perpendicular to the plane of incidence. Now from the continuity equation of the electric field, that is the continuity of the tangential component of the electric field vectors E at the interface, it can be written as E01 plus E-01 is equal to E02, where E01 and E-01 is all are the amplitude of the electric field of respective incident waves, reflected waves and transmitted waves. And this equation say number 1, and also the continuity of the tangential component of the magnetic field at the interface. We write h1t plus h-1t is equal to h2t, and this component can be write in this, that is h1t is equal to minus h1 cos theta I, and this is written because as the h1 or b1 is directed around this direction, and this is the theta I, that is this magnetic field making angle theta I along the negative x-axis, that is this and this has theta I, and its component along this, that is the tangential component, is equal to minus h01 cos theta I. Similarly for h1 dash, that is making it's along this direction, that is making angle theta, and its component, that is h01 dash cos theta I, is equal to minus h02 cos theta. In similar logic for this, we may write it minus h02 cos theta r. That is, if we take cos theta common, that is h01 minus h0 dash cos theta I is equal to h02 cos theta r but b1 vector is equal to k1 cross e1 cross by omega 1, or b1 समान mu1 h1, that is h1 is equal to k1 cross e1 divided by mu1 omega 1, and this can be written h1 is equal to k1 is equal to n1 into k1, that is a1 by mu1 into omega 1 by v1, that is the velocity v1, that's equal to root mu1 epsilon by mu1, because if we know the v1 is equal to 1 by root over mu1 epsilon, and substitute this value and ultimate find root mu1 epsilon mu1 epsilon 1 by mu1 into n1 cross e1, that is h1 is equal to root epsilon 1 by mu1 n1 cross e1. With the help of this equation, we write h01, that is amplitude of field vector h1 is equal to root epsilon 1 by mu1 into e01. Similarly, h dash 01 is equal to root epsilon 1 mu1 e01 dash, and h02 is equal to root epsilon 2 mu2 e02. This equation say number 3. Using this result equation to gives, that is we use the result, this result h01 is equal to this, that is we find this previous slide and substitute this value in this equation, we find that h01 is equal to root epsilon 1 mu1 e01, the root epsilon 1 mu1 e01 minus h dash 01 is equal to root epsilon 1 mu1 e dash 01 whole cos theta I, that's equal to root epsilon 2 mu2 e02 cos theta. This equation say number 4. As also we know, e02 is equal to e01 plus e dash 01, which is the continuity condition substitute E0 to in this equation there is root epsilon 1 mu1 E01 minus epsilon mu1 e dash 0 cos theta is equal to, that is E02 is equal to E01 plus e dash 01, that is this root epsilon mu2 E01 plus e dash 01 cos theta. From this two equation we take common E01, that is root epsilon 1 mu1 cos theta I minus root epsilon 2 mu2 cos theta E01, that's equal to root epsilon 1 mu1 cos theta I plus root epsilon 2 mu2 cos theta e dash 01. That means this equation can be written as e dash 01 E01 perpendicular is equal to root epsilon 1 mu1 cos theta minus root epsilon 2 mu2 cos theta divided by root over epsilon 1 mu1 cos theta plus root epsilon 2 mu2 cos theta. This equation 5 and this symbol indicate the electric field vector is perpendicular to the plane of incidence. That is, this equation gives the ratio of amplitude of electric field vectors in reflected and incident wave. And this equation also known as Fresnel relation. Again, we have this relation, and again also the relation E01 plus e dash 01 is equal to E02. Substitute the values of E01 dash, that is E01 dash is equal to E02 minus E01 in this equation. Then we have root epsilon 1 mu1 into E01 minus E02 plus E01 into cos theta is that equal to root epsilon 2 mu2 E02 cos theta. Then we write left side the component of E01, that is this and this, that is 2 into root epsilon 1 by mu1 cos theta I E01, that's equal to root epsilon 1 by mu1 cos theta I plus root epsilon 2 mu2 cos theta R E02, that is E02 by E01 perpendicular direction is equal to 2 into root over epsilon 1 mu1 cos theta I whole divided by root epsilon 1 mu1 cos theta I plus root epsilon 2 mu2 cos theta. This equation say equation 6, and this equation gives the ratio of the amplitude of the refracted to incident wave. And these two equations, that is equation 5 and 6, are known as Fresnel relation. Now next we consider the medium is the non-magnetic material, that is or non-magnetic medium, that is mu1 is equal to mu2 is equal to mu naught. In that case refractive index N1 is equal to root mu1 by epsilon by mu0 and epsilon 0, that's equal to, that is mu1 is equal to mu0 is equal to, so root over epsilon by epsilon 0, and N2 is equal to root epsilon 2 by epsilon 0 in similar way, that is N1 is equal to root over epsilon 1 by epsilon 0, similarly N2 is equal to root epsilon 2 by epsilon 0. If we take to ratio, that is N2 by N1, that's equal to root epsilon 2 by epsilon 1. Then our equation, that is E dash 01 by E01 perpendicular is equal to root over epsilon 1 mu 1 cos theta I minus root over epsilon 2 mu 2 cos theta whole divided by root epsilon 1 mu 1 cos theta I plus root epsilon 2 mu 2 cos theta. Now as here we consider mu 1 is equal to mu 2 is equal to mu 0, that is mu 1 mu 2, these are the cancel and divided the root epsilon 1 in denominator and numerator, we find cos theta I minus root over epsilon 2 by epsilon 1 cos theta divided by cos theta I plus root epsilon 2 epsilon 1 cos theta, and root over epsilon 2 by epsilon 1 is equal to n2 by n1, that is cos theta I minus n2 by n1 by cos theta by cos theta I plus n2 by a1 cos theta. This equation say number 8a, and from the Snell's law we can write n2 by n1, that's equal to sin theta I by sin theta. This is the sin theta by sin theta, that is we find e dash 01 by e01 perpendicular is equal to cos theta I sin theta minus sin theta I cos theta whole divided by cos theta I sin theta plus sin theta I cos theta, that's equal to taking minus common and sin theta I cos theta minus cos theta I sin theta, that is minus sin theta I minus theta divided by sin theta I plus theta. This equation say 8b, and similarly for e02 by e01 perpendicular symbol, that's equal to 2 into root over epsilon by mu 1 cos theta by this, and substitute the value for mu 1 is equal to mu 2 is equal to mu 0 and divided by numerator and denominator epsilon 1, that we find 2 cos theta I divided by cos theta I plus n2 by n1 cos theta. Again from the Snell's law, n2 by n1 is equal to sin theta I by sin theta, that's equal to 2 cos theta I by cos theta I plus sin theta I by sin theta into cos theta. And after calculating we find this, and finally we have 2 cos theta I sin theta divided by sin theta I plus theta, that is e02 by e01 perpendicular direction, that's equal to 2 cos theta I sin theta by sin theta I plus theta, and this equation say 9b. Now ultimate we have two equation, and we discuss the Fresnel equation under certain condition, that is the condition is what happen when n1 less than n2 or n1 greater than n2. First we consider n1 less than n2, that means this medium 1 and this medium 2, that is n1 less than n2 means this is the rarer medium and this is the denser medium. In that condition sin theta I by sin theta is equal to n2 by n1 greater than equal to 1, that is sin theta I greater than sin theta, that is theta I greater than theta r, that is theta I greater than theta r means refracted wave towards to direction of the normal. In that case the ratio of reflected wave to incident wave is equal to minus sin theta minus sin theta, that is theta greater than theta, that is this is the negative quantity, that is we see that the ratio of this quantity is the negative, that indicated that the reflected and incident waves are in a opposite phases at the interface. That means when an electromagnetic wave is reflected from denser medium, it suffers a phase change of pi radian. Next we consider when N1 greater than N2, that means this medium is denser and this medium is rarer. In that case, N2 by N1 is equal to sin theta I by sin theta r less equal to 1, that is theta I less than theta r. In that case, this is the negative, that is theta I less than theta r, theta r greater than, that is this term is positive, that is the ratio of this is the always positive, that is there is no any possibility of changing of phase. And similarly, when we see that the ratio of this E02 by E01 is equal to 2 cos theta sin theta plus theta, it is the always positive quantity, hence there is no possibility such cases of changing of the phases. Thank you for watching video.